Hey everyone, so here we are in Projects, which is a tool from Growth Hackers. I gave you the link to sign up. You get 2 months free, and then after that it is 6 months for 50% off. So makes it really cheap and affordable, gives you a lot more structure than a spreadsheet. Let me just show you how it's broken down. So first of all, there's ideas. And ideas essentially are experiments that you want to run eventually. When you do start running ideas and they become experiments by clicking Test Idea, then they show up in tests over here. Let me just open up an idea to show you what makes up an idea. It's very similar to what we have in the spreadsheet. The difference is that it's organized. It already has the combined ICE score. You can easily test it from here. You can duplicate it. Each idea is also tagged directly into a specific part of the funnel, so we know what's going on, and you can link your hypothesis and your target variable. Essentially, your experiment design can be directly within the idea. Then as soon as you test an idea, you come over and you have this Trello type board where you can see which ones are actives and which ones are ready to be analyzed. As soon as something is ready to be analyzed, that means that you're going to add different test results, which essentially is writing down the lessons that you've learned and whether or not it was successful or inconclusive or not. So once you do that, you can move it to the knowledge base. And the really valuable part about that is that your existing team can see how many things have worked, how many didn't, how many are inconclusive, but you have this breakdown by tags too, because you can tag everything. And this means that if a new person comes in, let's say somebody wants to come in and look at everything that's being done with Twitter before, they can easily click that and they can see how many have worked and how many didn't. This type of speedy knowledge transfer is super important. And when you have more people in your team working on growth, the leaderboard functionality is awesome too, because it shows you who's contributed the most ideas, how many tests have been run, so it kind of games this in a little way. The really valuable part about Growth Hackers now, though, is the new roadmap functionality. Always before, it's been extremely easy to get lost in a sea of experiments and ideas. But when you really look at what slows growth teams down, it's their inability to rally around what actually matters or to have focus. So to cut through the noise, you really want to have these objectives. And so when you think about your objectives for this program, I would come in here and I would write down 2 or 3. Again, we mentioned what are good objectives, what are not good objectives. Just learn a bunch of new stuff is not a good objective. Improve daily activation rate by 40% might be a really good objective. Then for each one of these objectives, you're able to tie these ideas specifically into the objective to see what's going to help it. And you can see what your start is, your current, so you can keep track right in here. How many things are in the knowledge base and how many tests are live. So creating a new objective is really easy. You just come in here, you type in what your objective is, your start date, your end date. Since we're starting the 26th, we're going to end sometime around November 4th. Next step, here you're able to select the metric, add a custom metric, activation rate. Our baseline could be 30%. And then we just add this directly to the roadmap. Then each time when we come in and we want to update it, we can add our current number here. So in summary, you have your ideas. These are the things that are in your backlog. Each idea, as we create a new one, let's say add timer on retargeting fire. We'd come in, we'd say, we'd write this description out. We'd list what this is related to. Let's say that this is related to activation, what our impact, our confidence, and how easy something like this will be. So the higher is the better. Then we would save this. You can also go directly into the community and collect ideas that other people have shared and add those to your backlog. Then test them, add them to your knowledge base. Overall, everything is tied into your roadmap. And as a manager, you can also look at your dashboard. This gives you a pretty good bird's eye view. Let me know if you guys have any questions about how to use projects.